Hey, welcome back to our channel. I'm Jared from 3C's Recreation, and today we're going to install a snowplow on a brand new ATV. If you're about to click buy on a plow system, but not sure if you can do it yourself, hopefully you can find this video helpful and gain the confidence you need to install the plow. If you do enjoy our video, please hit subscribe to our channel. We would appreciate it. Let's get right into it and I'll show you what to do. So the first thing you'll need is your 3 different pieces. The first box is our actual plow blade itself. The next one is the push tube, and then this is the mount plate. These two are pretty universal from KFI. You just pick your blade width, you buy the push tube. The mount itself is going to be specific to each machine. This one is a CFMoto CForce 600 Touring, so we have the right mount there. So if you're buying this setup online, make sure you buy the appropriate pieces for your machine. We'll cut these boxes open and we'll show you exactly what comes in each box. Alright, so we just got our boxes cut open. The first box here is our plow blade itself, and these are our plow shoes and the appropriate hardware for those. The next box is our push tube. This is going to be our bracket that we connect to the winch to raise and lower it. These are our trip springs, and then the rest of this is just all of our mounting hardware to connect everything together. And the last box is our plow mount. This is going to mount to the bottom of the ATV. This model is very easy. We literally just take 4 bolts out, hold this up, and put those 4 bolts back in. So the first thing we'll show you is we're going to install the plow mounts, or the plow shoes, right to the plow blade, and then we'll get the mount hooked to the blade. Okay, the first thing we have to do is get our plow shoe mount mounted to the back of the plow blade itself. We already have all of our washers stacked on the plow shoe like they want in the directions. And keep in mind, you can change these from bottom to top if you want to stick down farther or higher. You can rearrange these. To install this, we have our 2 different length bolts. You want to make sure that the shorter bolt is in the front, because the way the blade's going to taper up, if you use the longer bolt in the front, it would actually run into the blade. So shorter bolt in the front, longer bolt in the rear. We've got our nuts that go along with those. We'll get this mounted. We'll slide this in and put our cotter pin in, and we'll come back and show you that. Alright, we got both of our plow shoes mounted on both sides of the plow here. And so the next thing we do is we connect our push tube to the blade. I connected half of it so you can see what that looks like together. And the order of operation is, we have the carriage bolt. It's going to come through. It's going to come through the slot here and poke out this bigger hole. This washer is going to go in this way. And the reason is because as that carriage sticks through, this is cut out. That way it sticks a nice clean flat seal. And then we've got our big washer on the outside, and then our nut. So that's going to hold all this together. It's going to hold the mount to the blade. And then this is our winch bracket. This is going to mount right here. And the hardware that we use is a bolt and a nut on each side. So we'll get this mounted, we'll finish this up, and we'll come back and show you how to do the plow shoes. Alright, so we got our winch bracket installed. We got our other bolt in for the plow mount to the blade. And the next thing you have to do is install your plow trip springs. There's different holes. The farther down, the stiffer the spring will be. And you can also adjust your stiffness with the eye bolt on top. So we'll go ahead and do the other side now, and then we'll show you how to install the mount plate to the bottom of the ATV. Okay, so the last thing that I need to mention is we have to install these bolts. There's 6 different positions here, and this is going to control the angle of our plow blade. Right now there's no tension on these springs. So what I have to do is push against this plow, have somebody hold the mount, and that'll put tension against these springs, and then we can slide this in wherever we feel that the plow is going to be straight up and down. So we'll go ahead and install these. There's going to be 1 on each side. There's 1 over here, and then 1 on this side, and it just uses the bolt with a lock nut. So we'll get these in, and that'll hold our plow angle right where we want it. We always do for customers right in the middle on the top one. On the CFMoto brand, your ATV might need something different. Okay, so we have the plow and the push tube ready to go. And so this is the mount on the bottom of the CForce 600 Touring. It's very easy to do. Each model is going to be different, so you'll have to follow your instructions. But all we did is we pulled these 4 bolts out. There's 2 on each side, 1 here and 1 here. Literally held our plate up, and we reinstalled these 4 bolts. You always want to put it so that the push tube brackets are on the front. So we'll slide our push tube in, line it up, and put our pins in. and your plow will be installed. Okay, so it's literally just as simple as pulling up on this, lining up our tabs. We'll slide our pin in. We'll do the pin on the other side. And then whenever you go to the front of the ATV, all we have to do here is take our winch hook. We've already let the winch cable out. We connect it here. A lot of folks will take this off, but we have to leave them on until somebody buys it, and then we can raise and lower the plow. All right, so everything's installed. It's just as simple now as taking our winch control on this machine that's up here. We'll turn our key on. We'll go in with it. And that's gonna raise and lower the plow for us. On this model and all the KFI systems, you can angle the blade. We just pull up on the pin in the middle, and there's gonna be 2 positions to each side. So you got 2 to the left and 2 to the right. So this is fully angled. If you're trying to go down the driveway, it really helps push that snow off the side. Again, our plow shoes are adjustable. The trip springs are adjustable. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel.